welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya. Welcome back to Bits and Bags. If you're new to my channel, then I welcome you, and I would love it if you'd subscribe, hit the notification bell, and every time I upload you'll be informed. The usual spiel. I don't spend too much time doing that, but I welcome you and I hope you will find my content interesting and subscribe. So what I thought I'd share with you today is a small, very modest Henri Bendel haul. These items I purchased the end of last year and very early this year while the sale was still on. Okay, so I first learned about Henri Bendel from Purse Diva, Bipolar Max, and Lynette from Lady B. So, you know, I used to watch a lot of their hauls with a lot of the Henri Bendel stock and items, and I used to think, wow, so nice. And of course, once the notification came out and I first learned about it from Kim from Windfire K69, and she mentioned that they were closing down, and I thought, oh no, I never bought anything. So of course the hunt began, and you know what it's like when you know that something's going to be out of reach before long, you just want it all the more. So anyway, I ended up buying 2 bags, and then I have a bag strap that I bought as well, and I have a couple of other little extras which were sent to me as gifts. So if you're interested in that, stick around because I will share these with you. Each piece has a story. I will attempt not to make this video too long, but you know me. You know me, I can talk. So I'll try not to do that so much. Okay, first item I purchased came in this beautiful, eventually beautiful dust bag. And this item is, no it's not, it's this one. So yeah, the comment still stands about the dust bag. So this is the item that I purchased, the first ever from Henri Bendel. I wish now I had bought more, but you can only do what you can do at the time, right? And this beautiful item is their 712 wok. Now this item here is on chain, but this is my version of a wok. This is a real wok, and I liked this one because it just looked so plush. The leather, truly the leather is beautiful. It's a beautiful design. It's a very soft calf skin from memory. I don't think it's lamb skin, but it certainly feels like it. And it's got the stripe pattern. So you know, this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Chanel chocolate bar. You know, they came out some time ago with their bags and wok type things, mini flap bags in with the not chevron as in a V, but these stripes like that, but more this way, and it looks like a chocolate bar. It's got the diagonal stripes, chevron pattern diagonally, and it starts off quite thickly, and then each stripe gets thinner, and it goes through like that, repeats to the back pocket here. These stripes are vertical and the under part is vertical, and the inside has, as you can see here, a slight V. So it's sort of concertinas in a little bit, but not much. It's got the beautiful antique gold HB at the front, turn lock feature, open up. Inside is all soft leather, so beautiful. There's a little strip here with the ends that hold and you can loop onto with the chain, and the chain itself is chunky. Let me just say, it is heavy as, but it's beautiful. It's long for me crossbody, but I just cross it over underneath the flap and then it makes it a tad shorter. But there's the post. As you can see, the post is quite high. There's the vertical stripes that replicate the back stripes. Inside, there's a gorgeous little bow, which is very typical of Henri Bendel in the brown and white stripes. It says Henri Bendel, New York. Inside is all satin in a dark, or in a black. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots here at the back. They're just satin, they're not leather, are they? Hang on. No, they're just satin, like reinforced satin. The front of this inner pocket is also satin. There's that white sort of little flap there in the corner, and that's just a little leather tag that says made in Vietnam. So I didn't actually realize that. I thought and expected these were made in the States, but obviously not. Made in Vietnam. Then there's the front zip pocket, just like the, you know, the Chanel Wok one. And these are the cards. So this was known as a 712 wallet crossbody. It did cost $250 US. I got it on sale. So that's what the wok looks like. It's very long on me, but I just cross it over under the flap and I wear a crossbody. I've used this perhaps twice. Once was for an outing and then I ended up using it for a couple of days after that. Beautiful. It's so soft and squishy. Smells divine. So this is the Henri Bendel 712 range. Their policy on their website was, or within their company was, when you buy their high-end leather, because the 712 was just that little bit better than some of the other leather items they had, the policy was that it comes with a dust bag. This is considerably large given the item that it is. But anyway, long story short, I received it. It took weeks to get here. It arrived in a box and it was just wrapped up in a clear plastic bag like this. Had the stuffing inside it, but it was just wrapped up in a clear plastic bag and it was at the bottom of the box and then some brown packing paper on top. So it's not like it had actually been wrapped up in the brown packing paper. No, it was just loose, sliding around at the bottom of the box. No dust bag. And I thought, hang on a second, you know, hang on. All right, you're busy. I know it's sale time. It was just before Christmas. It was a while before Christmas, but still, like, really? They should just be already in dust bags or something, you know? Anyway, there was no dust bag. Let me condense the story. Email after email between, I don't know how many customer service people. My beautiful friend Krista would ring on my behalf because she's based there in the States. The timing here for us was wrong. I managed to get a couple of live chats in. Basically, they were giving me the runaround saying, not all our bags come with dust bags. Oh, well, we can't send you a dust bag. I said, but why? You just sent me a box with a leather bag in it. Why can't you send me a dust bag? Surely you can just put one of these, fold it up in one of those little post packs. It should cost you, what, $10 to send here? Seriously, you would not believe the amount of correspondence backwards and forwards I had over a dust bag. And in the end, could I have just made use of another? Yes, but hang on a second. Your policy on your website in writing states that the 712 range of leather items come with a dust bag. So I then hit Facebook and then I hit social media, and that's the only way that something will be done. That's the only way to get something done these days. I went on their Facebook and I sprayed them. And I use that word because that's what the students at school use to say that you let them have it. And I wrote very politely, but very pointedly, that the customer service is appalling at the way that they've handled this matter. They jumped on it like that, let me tell you. And then I was assured over and over that they would send me a new dust bag. And they did. So they redeemed themselves in my eyes. And I really made a point of, highlighting that soon after I'd made that purchase, I actually made another purchase. So, in good faith, I was still expecting them to come through. So anyway, they did. What I had to do was like jumping through hoops. Anyway, let me share the next one with you. This is the next purchase I made. And when I made this purchase, actually prior to making it, I thought, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to get into this trend. I'm too old for this trend. I love it. Let me tell you, I love it. So in this dust bag, and this item did come with a dust bag, this baby, this one here. So this is the large belt bag, again, the 712 range. And you would recognize that because of the lines, the quilting. This has got antique silver hardware, same idea as that. It's got the flap, the pocket at the front, which I love. I keep my phone in there or other little things in there. It has this, actually I keep my phone in here. It has this like little secret hidden pocket, and then it has the zip across. Inside is a dark sort of bronze brown satin lining, 3 leather card slots, another little slip pocket here at the front. There is the white tab, and this one says made in China. So these are made in China. And the style of it is that it comes around like this. It's got the chain that goes in there. So it must have that toggle that holds it in place. and that's what it looks like. There's also a back pocket here. Sometimes I've kept things in here and against my body. Across the bottom it says Henri Bendel, New York, in silver. And this is the strap. Now this is, as a waist strap, it's quite wide. I still need to put extra holes in this. I wear it crossbody. So basically, this is the way I've been wearing it. This is the way that I've been wearing it. I can make it, I have to add a couple of extra holes just to make it sit a bit longer. But it just sort of sits under the chest area, and I like it. Other times, I just wear it slung over my shoulder like that, and it's almost like a shoulder bag in some sense. So this I have loved. It hasn't worn so well because I have had color transfer on this. Although I'm careful with it and I have sprayed it with a protector, it has actually picked up some color transfer and the leather has worn off. So I think this shows me that although it feels beautiful, I just wonder as to how durable this leather is. And just to show you there, some coloring has come away, and it's just the actual gray of the leather underneath that's there. This section here is relatively clean and the front is fine. But there's a story behind this particular item too, and I'll be quick about it. When this arrived, this had obviously been purchased by someone else and then returned. And I shared this on my Instagram in my Insta stories. This front panel here was, some of you may remember, full of scratches. A woman must have obviously put her fingers in, must have had long nails or something, and they had almost gouged the leather. There's one section where it's still quite deep. You probably won't see it. There's a scratch in there, but this had grooves in it. With moisturizing and my own fingers slowly rubbing over and over, they have smoothed out. So what did I do? I got straight onto Facebook Messenger directly to Henri Bendel. Mind you, in the meantime, I still haven't received this yet. Anyway, and I took close-up photos. I wrote a long passage because I can write just as much as I can speak. Anyway, and I recorded my camera over the scratches and pointed them out and spoke and showed them up close the defects on this. They immediately responded, said, "That is not up to our usual quality. We apologize for the inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. We will reimburse you your cost, your expense for this item." They reimbursed me the whole amount. It took a month, nearly took a month, I think, because it was all done, electronically and all the rest of it. But at least they reimbursed me. So in my eyes, they redeemed themselves completely for the shenanigans with the dust bag, because they actually looked after me in regards to this particular item. With each packaging that I received, they said like the little, because I did request the little, or I did request some of the packaging. So this is like the Christmas one, of course, and that was just I really got caught up in the whole packaging thing. I really wanted to have some of that. The next item I purchased, which was soon after I bought the belt bag, was this item, which I didn't expect to like and I didn't think I was going to buy, but in the end I did, and I'm glad I did. This one was a hassle-free purchase. There was no problem with this one at all. This one came in also a dust bag, and the dust bags are lovely. They're like a thick calico. And inside I have, and I've not used this yet because I'm still trying to find the right bag to use this with, I have a beautiful bag strap. But seriously, you need to see this bag strap. Honestly, I can't believe I nabbed this, and I think I paid between 60 and 70, or between $70 and $80 for this. And this is the bag strap. It's got silver hardware. It's got little turnovers here like that. I don't know which is the right way. That's probably the right way. That's the underside. And it's a snake print, and it's predominantly beige and like grey, but it's got blue through it here and there. How beautiful is this strap? Excuse my batwing arms. And it's got the 3 rings here on this side, and it's got the lobster clasps on the other end. And you could use it reversibly. You can reverse it. Except I suppose, these will be on the inside close to your body as opposed to the flat side, whatever. And this is called the Novelty Bag Strap Snake Blocked Studded, and it's called Ethereal Blue, made in China, and it was $98. But I think I paid 60 something, 60 or 70 odd dollars. I still haven't used it yet, but it's beautiful. It's got weight to it. I love it. I really love it. So I'm looking forward to using this strap with the right bag. I'm going to experiment with what bags to put this with, just to make it stand out and pop. Beautiful strap. I so love this. I'm so glad I bought this. And as soon as I bought it and paid for it, it was already out of stock. So I must have got the last one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. I will upload part 2 very soon.